Hi everyone. I'm trying something new on my YouTube channel. So if you're over at my actually doesn't matter where you're viewing this, but I'm calling, it's not a series, but I'm calling this now Candy Cards TV. I'm trying to figure out what I really like. I'm still trying to figure out my niche when it comes to doing videos, because I don't really do them consistently like I would like to. But lately I've just been so busy with work and being a mom. My daughter's doing competitions now. So it's just been a little bit exhausting and overwhelming and very, very, very tiring. So I haven't really been even crafting the way that I really would like to. So now I'm just trying to come back into my own, de-stress. Crafting is my de-stressor. So I am working on a couple of projects for a couple of design teams and stuff. So like I said, my videos are now going to be called Candace TV, and not Candace, Candy Cards TV. Sorry, and so for my very first Candy Cards TV video, I am going to be working with the new Stamp of Life. It's not really Stamp of the Month because you could buy it. This was the club stamp. So this is the stamp that we got as for being a club member. This is called Phone for You. One of the great things I like, this is, well, let me go back. Sorry if I sound so wishy-washy right now, but let me go back. I discovered the Stamps of Life. You may don't know her by name, also Stephanie Bernard. I discovered them back sometime last year. It was like late last year. I've always stayed around stalking the website, just trying to get a sense of what kind of stamps she has, what kind of products she has, and just really trying to get a sense of this. Is this something that I want to try? So back in January, I made the plunge. Well, actually it was in December, but it started with the January stamp of the month. I made the plunge into joining her club, and so I have not been disappointed ever since. I've truly enjoyed playing with her stamps. So this is the latest stamp set, Phone for You, and she actually has a companion stamp set that came out. It should be in the mail today whenever the mailman decides they want to get here. So I'm working with this stamp set, and I am also working with this OWH sketch, and this is sketch number 89. So I'm going to be working from here, and we're just going to go and make a fantastic card. So I will be right back. I need to cut my materials and figure out what I want to use, and then I will be right back. Okay, I am back. And for my card, I am using this Muse Studio paper. This is Burano. It's called something else now. They changed the color names, but I'm not really sure what it is off the top of my head. I also have these 3 strips here to go with it, and this color is, let's see if I can find it in here. Think of it off the top of my head. Lindo. So it's this color here, and then I have a piece of the sugar cardstock. Also, I am using the Hero Art Shadow Ink. This is Butter Bar. This comes in pretty close to this one. I didn't feel like using the pigment inks today. So now we're just going to put our card together. First, I needed to see if my image is going to actually fit. Yes, the image will, the sentiment I might have to put off to the side. Okay, so now I'm just going to fold up this in here. Okay, now with a Muse Studio paper, because of the thickness and stuff, and pretty much this is with any kind of paper, it doesn't matter which paper line you go through, you do want to score it a couple of times, just because it's going to, if you don't, you might get like little cracks at the top. I've had them a couple of times, and that's because I usually do like 1 or 2 score lines, but the thicker the cardstock, the more you want to score. Okay, so actually we don't need to put that off to the side. Let's see. Did I cut this right? Oh, okay, yeah, I did. So then we're going to have our bars coming across the top. Let's just put some adhesive. I know I ran out of my other adhesive. Okay. Now, another tip, some paper, depending on the paper line you go through, when you cut it, you might get like, really, your cuts don't look smooth. Typically, when that happens, usually it may be the kind, like the grade of the paper, or something's wrong with it's usually like an indicator that your blade is beginning to dull. But when it happens and you know you have a new blade, then sometimes it's just the paper. Depending on my trimmer that I'm using, I get that from time to time. And all I do is I just take my sanding block and I'll just go around, like I had to do that with this one, and go around my edges just so I can get a better edge. Okay. And I think I hear my daughter's friends coming home from school. My daughter actually goes to daycare, so a daycare bus picks her up. And I don't usually pick her up, and I like to have my little, when I am at home, my me time, and I don't pick her up until I absolutely have to. Okay, so now we're going to do our stamping. So we're going to have this piece here, which is the 3x3. And once again, this is an OWA sketch, so you have access to this sketch if you go to operationwritehome.org. And it's sketch number 89. So now I have to stamp this upside down from you, just because I need to be able to see. And also, let me get my mat. Oh, here we go. Okay, let me see if I can find a block in here big enough. My stamp press has just disappeared. I knew where it was at one point, and I think I picked it up, but I don't know what I did with it. But it will show back up. It always does. And the sad part is I have two running around here, so that means I don't know where neither one of them are at. Okay. So I'm just going to stamp my image. Okay. And there goes our nice little telephone. Usually I try to resist the clean until afterwards, but I just can't do it. I need to clean my stamp off, because sometimes I'll forget if I don't. Okay, and sometimes, as some of the experienced stampers know, your stamps will stain. It does not take away from the integrity of the stamp at all. It's just that sometimes some inks just stains. And I've learned it with the Hero Arts one, that it just stains your stamps, no matter how hard you clean it. Okay, so it's nice and juicy. Okay. And with the Hero Arts, it's going to be a little splotchy. And then it would smooth itself out. And so this is what I mean by some inks just stains your stamps. The only thing I don't like about the staining of the stamps is that, especially if it's stained in a dark color, if you're working with a light color and you're trying to make sure you have good coverage, you just don't see it. Okay, now, should I? You know what? I think I want to go ahead and going to do dots in the center. Trying to figure out how this one works. Okay. Okay. And this one's being done in pigment ink. Okay. I guess it's a good thing that my daughter isn't here, because I see her little friends playing outside in their garden. Our houses are very, very close. And she gets upset when they're outside back there versus outside playing, because that means she can't play with them. And I always just try to tell her that, you know, maybe it's just their parents just said they couldn't go outside. They just had to stay back there. So I always try to make it a little bit positive, because it does hurt her feelings. And she's the only child, so I completely understand her dilemma. Okay. So now we're going to add this to our card. Trying to decide if I want to pop it up. I think I'm going to pop it up. It looks like it's going to rain again here. It's been raining just about non-stop the last 2 days. You would have thought I lived in Seattle. Okay. And then for our sentiment, I'm going to use the Hello My Friend. Just dropping stuff all over. Okay, and I just need to turn this towards me. And voila. So here goes a little card. This video is going to be a little long, and I'm very, very sorry about that. But here's a cute card using the Phone for You stamp set by the Stamps of Life, and using cardstock and from a Muse Studio, ink by Muse Studio and Hero Arts, and a sketch from Operation Right Home. So thank you, and I hope you check out, it's www.stephaniebernardstamps.com, where you can find her stamp sets. So thank you, and bye bye.